Hey, what are you working on? I have a couple script ideas I want to run by you.
Not much. I'm just working on the opening for vlog number 10.
What's it about?
Kind of like we did back for that opening video for the exposure triangle.
Sketch is nice. You know, people really like sketches.
Yeah.
I imagine it might do well.
By the way, you said that you had a video idea or script idea?
Yeah, so I've been writing up a script about like the VCR, since we're not gonna be able to do that thing with the other TV that we got. I'm doing more garden update videos since that seems to do pretty well on social media. I'm also been working on a script for We Didn't Start the Fire, the new thing that
apparently Instagram just released this new app or something. It's called Threads. It's basically Twitter, but on Instagram.
So is this going to be the rest of your day just trying to figure this one out? And
yeah, you go ahead and do that.
Yeah, we're done. Okay.
That sounds good to me. Everyone's got so much spicy opinions.
Let's talk about what's happened in the last week. So Threads came out in this past week. Initially, it seemed like people were pretty happy with it. It seems like there's a lot of individuals that have been really enjoying it. They've been comparing it to like early days of Twitter. And the short version of it is I don't see it being a platform that I will use regularly. I never really used Twitter that much, and I've been trying to use Threads. I'm not getting a lot of interaction on stuff, and perhaps that's just because I'm not posting good things. But it doesn't seem like it's a platform that I personally will have a lot of success on. That being said, I don't know if it's necessarily a platform that I would participate a lot in. I'm also on other platforms that are similar in nature to the thread forum feel like Reddit, but I'm what they call a lurker there. I'm not really posting anything on Reddit. I'm there watching it, absorbing what the information is on it, using it for like news and stuff like that. It's more of a tool that I can use for gaining knowledge, which if I look at it like that, that's not a bad thing. You know, I'm not a prolific Redditor where I have tons of posts and I'm hitting the front page all the time or something like that. You know, really it's a tool for me to be able to see what's going on, find funny memes, laugh at stuff. Perhaps that's a good segue into this other thing that I kind of stumbled upon. Social media right now is in a very interesting place. Twitter's been having a lot of trouble, and in the midst of its most recent difficulties, Threads came out. It felt like maybe Threads came out a little bit earlier than it was really intended to, so it kind of feels like maybe Zuckerberg was capitalizing on Twitter's downfall. And so there's definitely a fight going on between Twitter and Meta. And Reddit's been having its own troubles recently. Facebook has been in the news for controversy for years at this point. It just seems like overall a lot of social platforms are having some trouble. The thing that kind of sent me for a loop was this moment where I was having a conversation with a friend about Threads, and I found that they said this quote, "Social media is dead." But the idea that they were saying that is dead is less of the platform and more of the use for it. I've heard it said by a lot of people that social media is supposed to be social, but the fact of the matter is the way social platforms are currently run and the way their algorithms work really is geared to creating an environment for the user to be entertained. Social media seems to be less about being social with individuals, sharing your life, talking with other individuals, and much more about what can social media do for you. I'm not going to go on record and say this is a bad thing. It's just how the platforms have changed over time. It's a shift that's been happening for the past decade. And I think personally with my interaction with Threads kind of confirms this for me in my own experience. Again, I don't see any real use for Threads for me. I'm still going to give it a try, but it's just not a platform I really see myself utilizing. And there are a lot of great things about Threads and things about Threads that were kind of unprecedented when it was released. The fact that it was already tied to your Instagram account, so you're able to merge your already existing audience to already listen to you. That was a huge thing. You don't have to grow an audience from zero. But for me, if I had that benefit and some of the other benefits that came along with it, and overall it's just not something I want to do, it certainly makes a statement about its relevance in my own experience. And I suppose that's a perfect example, because on Threads, I'm not really being social on there. I'm looking for people to interact with me. I'm looking for what value that platform gives to me. So I'll leave that with you. Is social media dead? Is it something that needs to die? Does it matter that social media is really just another form of entertainment now and no longer a place where you share and connect with other people? Do you even agree with that? Maybe you think I'm completely wrong and you utilize social media exactly the way I've been saying that it used to be used, completely for socializing with other individuals. And where do you think social media is going to go in the next 10 years? I've talked with a few friends about the difference in Web 3 and Web 2 and how things are going to change with AI and augmented reality and VR and stuff, and how social media will change in that sense. What are your guys' thoughts? I'd love to hear them, and maybe I'll answer a few questions you guys might have if you comment in the comments below. As the sketch at the beginning of this video kind of joked, yeah, this is what this week was. There definitely were other things that I worked on this week, other goals I've been moving towards. There are scripts that I've been writing for content on YouTube. But really this week kind of was just trying to figure out a new social media platform and continue doing work that I do for Black Bar. But if you want to keep up to date with some of the day-to-day things that I'm doing and some of the goals that I'm continuing to work on, make sure you're following me on Instagram or on TikTok. If you haven't subscribed to this channel, subscribe to my channel. You'll be seeing the shorts that I produce that are geared more towards the day-to-day stuff that I do instead of these long-form videos. Like this video if you found value in it. Subscribe if you'd like to see more content from me. And thank you so much for watching.